guys. Watch out, kid. And turn your thing down for me, please. Good morning, good morning, good Sunday morning to you. You are tuned in to Real Praise with Leesha. That's me, and we are getting real this morning, restored, elevated, affirmed, and liberated as we get ready to receive everything God has in store for us today. So I've got just one question for you. Are you ready to be real? Oh, I hope you are. We've got great music, great inspiration, a church check-in, and so much more. And so we're going to start off our morning with Maurice Griffin and Love, Peace, and Happiness, because that's what we need on today. Love, peace, and happiness. Right here on Praise 107.9. Woo!
Here's your Instagram back.
Thanks, kid.
I was trying to turn it to me.
Yes, I know. They Brian saw you.
So Brian was the only person that saw me because there's only one person on it.
Yes. Brian is the only person that saw you. Hold on, y'all. Programming, making sure everything is cool. Good morning, Brian. Thank you so much for tuning in on today.
Programming check.
Yes, programming check. That how that goes, son? I didn't know.
No, that's how they do stuff on TikTok.
Oh, that's how they do stuff on TikTok? Oh, okay. Well, you know your mother doesn't watch the TikTok, so.
Says the person that had it.
I did. I had, no, did I have TikTok? Yes. Okay, I downloaded it, but I didn't really use it.
No,
he does, Brian. Can you help me with that? Can we talk about that? Cause
what Brian say? What'd you say about me, Brian?
He didn't say anything about you, son.
He needs a new TV show?
Yes, you need a new TV show is what he was saying.
What?
You need a new show. That's all he was saying. You don't get it? You started doing a YouTube channel, started doing stuff. Yeah, and so now you need to do more stuff. That's all he's saying, man. Oh, well, as you all can see, the kid is back in studio with his mother. We're doing some things on today, but I just want to Brian said you're a star. Gavin, did you hear me? Brian said you're a star.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, yeah. So the kid is back and better than ever. Right, kid?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So right now I'm sharing stuff to my pages. But thank you all for hanging out with me this morning on Real Praise with Leesha Behind the Scenes, where you see what happens behind the scenes. And it's a whole bunch. But it's all right, because that's what you get behind the scenes. Behind the scenes is all of this and then some. Good morning, Angel. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Me just turning the phone around is new.
Yes, well, yes, it's only new because you're in studio today. You've done things like that before, though. You have. Anyway, So behind the scenes is all of this. So welcome to Behind the Scenes. Great Sunday morning to all of you hanging out with me this morning. Hold on. Okay, that's going. That is right. So, for those of you who don't know, I am on air here in Jacksonville every Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if you'd like to tune into the show in its entirety with music and all, if you're in Jacksonville, you can tune your dial to 107.9. But if you'd rather listen online or are not in Jacksonville, you can go to praise1079.com. Or you can download the Praise 107.9 app by looking for the little purple and gold liturgical dancer. A couple of things that we do here. We do the church check-in where we shout out churches all across the land. So wherever you are, if you'd like to shout out your church and your pastor, you can either drop it in the comments or when I'm done with the live, you can give me a call. Hang on, y'all. Kevin. Mm-mm. Thanks, kid. You can drop the name pastor and church. Also, if there's a song you'd like to hear, you can type that in the comments as well. I'll try to get it on for you. And if you stand or sit in need of prayer, I do not want to miss an opportunity to pray with and for you. So drop that in the comments if you want us all to pray, or send me a DM, and I will definitely get on that. Happy August, y'all. It's the first day of August. School is about to start. Seasons are about to change. Pumpkin spice is about to be in, retrograde. It's about to be a whole new season. And so I trust you all are taking the time to kind of get your summer wrapped up. If there's any traveling that you need to do, get it in. If there's something that you wanted to accomplish, go ahead, do that. Yes, son.
There's like one thing that I want to accomplish.
Okay, what's that thing you would like to accomplish?
Stay with Daddy until one day of summer. That's that one single thing.
Yes, but here's the thing. That we have to get ready for school, like get our schedule back together. Like we have to go to bed at a certain time so we can start waking up early. That's a little different than your summertime routine, right? And you need time to kind of get to that. Yes?
I went to sleep at 7 before I came here.
You went to sleep at 7, what, a.m.? Because you stayed up all night?
No, 7:30 p.m.
Okay, I'm going to ask your daddy when we get off this live if that's the case. Mm-hmm. Tell us truth, Shane the devil's son. Uh-huh. So, y'all, okay. Miss Rosie said, yay, Gavin's back. Nope, she's not on Instagram. But go ahead, turn around. I'll switch it to that camera.
Hi, Miss Rosie.
Okay. All right, turn it back around, kid. So, and hey, Miss Rosie, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Real Praise with Leesha behind the scenes. All right, we got 3 minutes, kid. Huh?
Mm-mm.
She said, hey, big boy, miss you.
I see.
Do you miss her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen her ever since the first day or so.
I know.
And I won't see her for almost another year.
Yeah. So
I might be 13 when she...
You're not going to be 13 the next time you see her. By the way, Miss Rosie, when he first got home, one of his first requests was to see Mr. David and Zane. So you'll be happy to know that. She says she needs her bike lesson.
I can't give it to you.
We'll be ready when you get back.
Too far away.
For now, maybe we'll go to Spain and take a bike or something.
What?
Anyway.
How are we supposed to go to Spain?
Take a plane, son. But we'll talk about that after we get off the live. So, this morning, y'all, my there's something going on with the programming computer, and I can't access things I normally have access to, right? Auntie Jill said, Gavin, I love you.
On where?
Instagram. Don't turn it around. Just, okay. This is about to happen.
Yeah.
She can't see you on the Instagram. But anyway.
I thought I saw my black hair.
Yes, you saw it on Facebook. You didn't see it on the Instagram. Anyway.
Wait, what?
We'll talk about it in a second. Talking about access. I didn't have access to something that I need for my show. And I was about to get a little frustrated. But what I remembered is that, good morning, Miss Anita. I remembered I could, pull up my iCloud, pull up my documents, and get access another way. And when I was doing that this morning, I thought about that thing about not having access to something that is needed and necessary, and that I remembered that there was another way. And so there's something in that. I feel it formulating, but I've got 38 seconds on this song, so we're going to talk about it as after I do this break. But think about that thing. Think about a time when you didn't have access, but then you remembered that there was another way. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Gavin, can you turn that down, baby? Yeah. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good to me. Todd Galbraith right there with Lord, you are good. Don't we serve a good God? We serve an amazing God who does amazing things. That is such a great comfort to know that that's the kind of God that we serve, that that's the kind of God that we have access to. Talking about access right here on social media live. I am on Facebook and on Instagram live right now. If you type in Real Praise with Leesha, you can come on in and join the conversation. We're talking about access. I was talking about how something I normally have access to, I didn't have ready access to the way that I thought I did, but there was another way. So we're going to talk about that on social media right now. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram, type in Real Praise with Leesha. Join the conversation. I'd love to see you over there. Now we've got more great music coming up right here on the Ultimate Gospel Experience, Praise 107.9. What in the world? Why did it stop working? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Everything's going wrong, check.
Huh. Nope. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay. You know what?
Everything's going wrong.
No, everything is not going wrong though, son.
Almost.
No.
Nothing's going wrong?
No, things are going wrong. It's not everything, first of all.
I said almost.
Yeah, not almost either. Things are
So
going wrong. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about it because just wait, son. It'll make sense in a minute. So, as I was mentioning before, things I'm supposed to have ready access to, I didn't. So God reminded me, hey, you can go in online, type in your iCloud, get your stuff. And so I got access to the thing that I needed access to. Oh, but then I gained access, but then it wanted to act funny. But you know what? It's okay. Because at least one, I didn't have to get frustrated in the not having access like I thought I would. There was another way. And two, even though it didn't work the way that I wanted it to, you know what? Doesn't matter because there is something better on the other side of this. So maybe I won't have my bed music. Maybe I'll have an intro. Maybe I won't. But God will still get the glory out of this because I'm not going to allow this situation to frustrate me. I'm not going to allow this process when I didn't have the access that I thought I would, when it doesn't work the way that I need it to. But there is a lesson and a message in that. And so that is where my mindset is going to be today. That regardless of what is going wrong, regardless of the things that don't look like what I think they should look like, I know that there is still a purpose and a plan for me continuing forward and not getting stuck right here like, oh, my stuff isn't working right. The system isn't working right. My music isn't working right. It doesn't matter. It is frustrating and it can be frustrating. As a matter of fact, I'm frustrated because I like things to go a certain way. But there is still a job to do. There is still a work to do. So, what I'm going to encourage you is that regardless of what happens, regardless of what goes on to upset the process, know that you should keep going. There is still a purpose, even when you're frustrated, even when things aren't working right and going right. There is still a purpose and a plan for what you're experiencing. And the frustrations come to upend that thing you're supposed to do. They come to kind of slow you down, to halt you, even stop you fully. But keep going because there is a purpose and a plan, even in your frustration, even when you feel like, I don't even want to do this right now. So much happened over the last few days to upend my what God wants to do today. So many things have happened over the last few days. Like literally, I'm not even joking, no lie, no exaggeration. So many things have happened where I was like, should I even go in? Should I even do this? Should I even? Even to this morning when things didn't work right. Should I even? But there's a purpose and a plan even in my frustration. And I might not know exactly what that is. I don't know why things aren't working. I don't know why I don't feel well this morning. I don't know why I'm so tired. I don't know why the things that I had planned out and tried to work out didn't work out. What I do know, my favorite verse, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. So even in my frustration, even when things aren't working out the way I think they should, even when I don't have access to the thing I used to readily have access to, God makes a way. God opens doors. And as long as I remember that all things work together, then I keep going because I know that it's all going to work out in the end. And it's going to work out for my good. It's going to work out. So I give God glory. So I give God praise. So I remember who he is and I continue in that way. So that's my encouragement to you today, is to give God glory. Good morning, Candy. Give God glory today. Even even when you're frustrated, even when things don't really make sense, even when things seem real crazy, because you never know how this situation will turn out. You never know how, in the middle of your frustration, things are working out. You'll never know how, even when you think a thing should be a certain way, how God is going to work that thing out for your good. Hold on, y'all. Drops.
Hey, this is Katrina Dixon, and you're tuned into Real Praise with Leesha.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. I have to do extra programming today. So,
She's
I
gonna
got,
be extra tired.
I might be extra tired, but it's all right, because for there is a reason. If you were listening to what I was saying, son, there's a reason for whatever I'm going through today, whatever is happening, whatever, whatever. There's a reason. And so I won't be overly frustrated in this place. I might get tired, but there's a reason. And whether or not I know it, I know that God will work all things out for my good.
Hey, this is Katrina Dixon, and you're tuned into Real Praise with Leesha.
All right. Whoop. One drop down. And I can play those two songs back to back. Whoop whoop. See, we're working it out. I'm utilizing things that I hadn't utilized in a while. Maybe that was it. There's some things that I need to start incorporating into my show that I hadn't yet. Maybe listen, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are seeing this in real time. Just like I'm going through it. You seeing all of this in real time. But what I do know is that all things work together. Even the frustrating things, all things work together. Even the things I don't understand what's going to happen, all things work together. So, let me turn that down before they try to mute my video. But that's my encouragement to you. I know I say it a lot, but for real, no lie, no exaggeration, all things work together. All things, all things, all things, all things work together. I am literally in the middle of something that is frustrating me greatly. But my hope is in the one who allowed me to experience the frustration. Because I know he works things out. I've seen him do it before. Since the first time I've been frustrated, I made it through that. Um, since the first time I didn't have access, and that is frustrating. Not the first time though, but he allowed me to get through that. And so if I remember what he's done for me, and if I remember that he brought me out before, if I remember that the last time I was frustrated, it made me change my actions so that I would no longer be frustrated, which in turn made me respond differently when that frustration came again. So it didn't frustrate me as much. It might have frustrated me, but not as much as it would have before. So, again, we go back to the all things working together. All things, all things, all things. So that's my encouragement to you today. If you find yourself in a space, in a place where you are frustrated or things are just going not the way you expected, just remember that all things work together. All things. You're in a space and place where frustrations happen. That's a sign for frustration. In case y'all didn't, I know sign language. For those of you who don't know, when you're frustrated, just just know that all things work together. And that's all I got for today. I had to work that thing out for myself while I was talking to you guys. Because this requires extra work. And I didn't want the extra work right now. I didn't want it today. But it's okay. The frustration has caused me to change, might cause me more work, but I know that all things work together. So my end for this is going to be greater than I expect. It is. It's going to be greater than I expect. So it's okay to be frustrated. Experience the frustration. Listen, I'm not saying push it under the rug. What I'm saying is, even in your frustration, even in that place, and things aren't going the way that you thought they should or like they normally do, remember that you have an expected end. Remember that all things work together for the good. Remember that even if it causes you more work, it changes your actions, which in turn will change your perspective, which hopefully and Lord willing will get you back to a place of all things work together. So the frustration eventually goes away. Let me know if that works for you. I am making it work for me today. Because nobody likes to be frustrated, right? Nobody likes to be in that space and place. But I promise you, like literally, while I am talking to you, I feel my frustration levels going down because they 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 were outside of the camera scope. But I know that all things work together. So even in my frustration, even though situations are causing me to do more work, they're changing my habits to a point of remembering that even in this extra work, all things work together. Even when I have to do extra, even when I have to go beyond what I think is normal and necessary, all things work together. And maybe this change in my actions is going to uh, change the course of my day. Maybe it'll change the course of my life. What I do know is that all things work together. So I've been frustrated, but I feel my frustration going away. And I am glad about it. Refresh this page, see if this will work. Yes, son.
Upper right.
We'll talk about that when I get off the live, okay? All right, y'all. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Not even gonna worry about it. Hold on, y'all. CC Winans with Never Lost. Listen, he never lost a battle and he never will. Before that, we heard the Walls Group, Friend and Me, start off this music set with Jermaine Dolly and I'll Go. God is so amazing. Listen, he never lost a battle and he never will. I was talking on social media live this morning about some things that were going wrong in the studio, and it was making me frustrated. As a matter of fact, I was frustrated. I was trying to put on a good face, but I felt and I looked red in the camera. But what I remember beyond all things is that beyond all of the things that were going wrong, I remember that all things work together. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are the called according to his purpose. And so, regardless of what I'm experiencing, regardless of the things that I had access to before, but I don't have access to now, regardless of how things are working one time and they aren't working anymore, it doesn't matter because all things work together, regardless of the fact that I might have to put in a little more work. This particular frustration is changing my actions and causing me to remember actively that all things work together. So I'm going to rest right there. I'm going to rest my hat on that peg that says all things work together. And so we bless God. That's that same God who told us that all things work together. The same God that never lost a battle, and He never will. So you know what? I'm just gonna stay right there. I'm gonna stick with Him. Yep, I'm gonna stick beside Him. All right, y'all. We've got more great music coming up right here on the Ultimate Gospel Experience. Praise 107.9. Hold one moment, please. Actually, let me say goodbye because I got some work to do. Y'all have an amazing week. Use today to set the tone for your week. All right. Bye, IG. Bye, FB.